Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I've got mine. If you would like to buy a mug, I'll leave the link to my Etsy shop down in the comments. Now, before I say what I actually want to say, I just want to give women a reminder this morning. It's that time of year where the temperatures are starting to cool down. And I just want to remind you that nobody falls in love faster than the man that needs a place to stay. This is the time of year when they start wooing you. They start investing a couple of dollars in themselves to make themselves look good and appear like decent men. Anytime a man can't go stay with his mama when he's homeless, that man ain't worth nothing. Literally nothing. And ladies, even if you don't have children, you definitely shouldn't be letting these men come into your house when you got children. I don't know why I keep seeing all of these videos all over social media where women are trying to get these men out of their house and they're talking about how their 4-year-old and 8-year-old was so afraid of them. Why are you letting these men come live with you and your children? That's come on. Your home, listen to what I'm saying to you. It's supposed to be a safe space for your children. And your home cannot be a safe space for your children when you are letting a man enter that space. Okay? A man who is not their daddy enter that space. It no longer becomes safe. So, don't allow yourself to be bamboozled and hoodwinked this winter season. Okay? If a man can't afford to take you to the room, why you messing with him? If a man ain't got a home that you can cozy up to when you got kids back at your home, why you messing with him? Think a little bit. Think a little bit, sisters. This is for the younger sisters, but you know it's some old fools out there too. Knock that off. Knock that off. And these men, these new men, they're not even worth it. They're not even worth it. But anyway, that's not even what I want to talk about. You know what I want to talk about this morning? I want to talk about, have y'all heard about the Purple Revolution? The Purple Revolution. This is a revolution that's getting started on the right. Hopefully people on the left are not falling for it. But it's where people on the right, you know, the red side of the aisle, want to join hands with people on the blue side of the aisle, the left side of the aisle. And you know, red and blue makes purple. And it's this purple revolution where they are having this awakening over on the right side of the aisle, where they are just now discovering that it's not left versus right, but it's up versus down. It's those at the top versus those of us at the bottom. And they realizing that they're at the bottom. They're waking up and they're realizing that this man and this administration that they voted into power, okay, they willingly and knowingly voted into power, is fucking over them too, and they're losing too. And so now they're looking for allies. And the way I feel about that is fuck all of them, because the reason why we're living in this nightmare right now is because they willfully and ignorantly voted this man into power. And now he's making all of our lives miserable. And they did this. And no, I don't forgive them. And all these accountability videos that's going on over on TikTok. You know, I'm sorry to say, and I don't mean to be extremely negative. I just mean to be the realist that I am. They can take those videos. They can take their apologies. They can shove them up their asses and they can rotate on them. Look at what is going on in the streets with people. Look at the way people are being attacked. They did this. They did this. They just didn't think that the administration would turn on them too. And they did this, and it was all because of racism. All of this stuff was because of racism. And let me tell you something. As someone who went to therapy for 10 years, let me tell you, it doesn't take months to have the kind of change of heart that these people are saying that they're having. It takes years to get all of the chronically messed up thoughts out of your head to the point where you can self-correct on the level that they're claiming that they have now self-corrected. You can't do it in months. I'm trying to tell you, as someone who went to therapy, you can't. It takes years. And then it takes years after that. And then it takes some more years because you're constantly self-correcting. Don't fall for it. Don't believe it. Let me tell you what you can't believe. This you can believe, that there is a change that needs to happen on the right side of the aisle. These people need to wake up. They need to understand what shit really is, and they need to fix it. I can agree with that. There's an awakening that needs to happen. And again, as someone who went to therapy, I can tell you, they don't need us in order to do it. They don't need they can do that work all by themselves because it is, in fact, their work. They don't need their work. They don't need us to help them change. This is their work. And let me tell you, most of the people on the right side of the aisle, these are mostly white people. Okay? Since when do white people need the help of marginalized people in order to get shit done? They don't need our help. They've got all the privilege that they will ever need in order to get this shit fixed. They don't need us. Black people, stay minding your business. Stay minding your business. I hope brown people do it too. I hope gay people do it too. I hope trans people do it too. I hope disabled people do it too. I hope women do it too. Because we are all the people who have been adversely affected because of their vote. Because of their vote. These are the people who were pathologically unwilling to coexist with the rest of us. Because of racism. Who now, what, all of a sudden want to coexist? Y'all can't be believing that. Y'all cannot be believing that. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. If what these people really want to bring forth is real change, some real change, I mean, because it's too late. We got 3 more years of Trump, and we got to suffer through this for 3 more years. And we're supposed to forget all the lies they told on us, all the lies they told about us, all the political violence that they bestowed upon us. These people said the most hateful, most derogatory, most fucked up shit to the rest of us. I literally just had to buy a new body camera because these people here in South Carolina, these white people here in South Carolina are becoming more racist and more hateful by the day. I needed a new body camera, different from my last one. This was the last one that I had. The first one. This is the new one. I needed something that rewind and play back right on the device. So I got this one.
Power on.
This is how deep shit is getting from me here in South Carolina. And I'm supposed to just forgive all of that? And there are people who've had it a whole lot worse than I have. What about that 5-year-old autistic child on that playground who only went to the park to enjoy himself and ended up having one of the worst moments of his 5-year life? Because this racist woman came out of nowhere calling him the N-word. What about the black boy who was at some kind of hold down he was at, and those white boys attacked him and tried to send him through that meat grinder? What about him? And what about the little black kid who got hit and killed by that white man in the pickup truck? And there's still no justice for him. And what about all these black bodies we're finding swinging from trees? Black people been telling white people since transatlantic slavery at least that it was about the people at the top. Now we supposed to believe that just all of a sudden in 9 months within this administration and voting this man in twice, mind you, because he was dangerous his first time around. They knew what he was. They knew he was a racist. And they voted him in because they're racist too. You don't change hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years and hundreds of more years of that kind of thinking in the span of 9 months. Now, if this is a beginning for them, great. Good for them. Go have your awakenings over there somewhere, because I'm not here to hear it. I'm not here to hear it. It's already too much harm has been experienced by myself and by my community. 320,000 black women lost their fucking jobs. I'm seeing a mother when we go get gas in the morning. I'm seeing a mother who's living in her car. I see homeless mothers come to my library pantry every single fucking day, y'all. Every single day. There are more and more homeless lining up outside of that pantry, that library pantry every morning. Sometimes there are people literally outside waiting for me to open it up because that's how dire the need is. And we're supposed to forget about that. Up until last week, I was going to the central pantry to help out. And I could see firsthand how greater the need is even beyond my own library pantry when I was at that central pantry. 320,000 black women lose their jobs. 365 white men gain jobs. An apology can't fix that shit. We have yet to see what the consequences of that is going to be, the impact that that's going to have on the black community. We're starting to see the impact, but we don't know what the full impact is. Affirmative action is gone. What does that mean for our children? DEI initiatives, gone. What does that mean for our children? They sued black women so that black women couldn't give other black women a leg up. And we're supposed to just forget about all that harm and what, kumbaya fucking ya? I think not. I think not. Nothing wrong with letting them do the work. This is their work. I'm a part of the 92%. I voted for everyone. I voted for everyone. I voted for us. I voted for them. I voted for the Latinos. I voted for the Hispanics. I voted for other black people in the diaspora. I voted for Gaza. I voted for fucking everyone. Women, children. We tried to have these conversations with them before the vote. We tried to get them on our side, to our way of thinking. We told them that these policies, that they would get caught up in it too. We told them this. We stood on our heads and tried to tell them about Project 2025. They got down in our comments and they said the most fucked up shit to us. They stitched our videos. They duetted us. They made fun of us. They criticized us. They called us names. They called us monkeys and the N-word. Said the most hateful shit to us. And now they want a revolution? The revolution been going on. There was a revolution that started on November 6th, 2025. In my community. And my community doesn't need that racist community in order to advance ourselves. I don't think so. I think not. Don't y'all fall for it. This is their work. And if they want to do the work, they can just do the work. They don't need us to do that work. Miss me with that bullshit. They don't need us to do that work. If they want to be a part of the revolution, those midterm numbers will let us know how serious they are. Just wait for the midterms and see what they do then. Until then, y'all have a good day, a righteous day. Don't be nobody's problem today. And if you would like to support this platform or contribute to the Library Pantry or buy a cup of coffee, I will leave my Cash App, Venmo, the link to the Etsy shop down in the comments. Y'all have a good day. Have a righteous day. And remember, don't be nobody's problem today. Talk to you tomorrow.